Sat Nam and hello. Welcome to Opal Rose Oracle. I'm adeshpurankaur. It's been a while since I've seen a lot of you. There's a lot of changes going through the cosmos. There's a lot of changes going through my life. We're just coming out of Mercury retrograde, Mercury station direct on Monday. And we're going to be in this shadow period for the next 2 weeks. So even though we feel the energy starting to move forward, there's still a lot of communication that's clearing up. So thank you for your love. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your support. I know it's been a while since I've been here with all of you. And this class that I wanted to do with you today is a special class to me. It's a class on celestial communication, and celestial communication is a form of meditation. Meditation and movement. And the teacher who brought Kundalini Yoga to the West, Yogi Bhajan, aside from the politics that's going on right now, and I will address that later after the meditation, he gave us this technology because as we go into the Aquarian age, a lot of people are going to have difficulty sitting down and meditating for long periods of time. Their minds are going to be going a mile a minute. And so if you get particularly antsy in traditional meditation, if you can't seem to get your mind off the hamster wheel or the merry-go-round or whatever you like to refer to the mind spinning as, in traditional meditation is still challenging. This practice is for the antsy inner child in all of us. Now, the beautiful thing about celestial communication is there's very few rules. The only real rule is that you must be sitting in easy pose. So you're rooted and grounded to the earth. You can have your eyes open or closed. You can choose to sing or not sing. And you can choose any meditation or mantra or spiritual song that speaks to you. And your upper body creates a repetitive, almost dance to the mantra or the song. And let's see. It's fun because you can create it on your own. So even though I'm going to show you a very simple celestial communication that I created, you can choose to use it, or you can choose to make up your own and just use the mantra that we're using. And the mantra that we're going to be meditating to and creating a celestial communication to today is the Adi Shakti mantra. Adi means first, and Shakti is that creative power, that primal creative power, and it is of the feminine power. So it's that feminine creative power. So that primal feminine creative power. And this mantra is often meditated with for releasing fear that would inhibit us from acting. So that like fight, flight, or freeze, And then sometimes we get into analysis paralysis or doubting ourselves or fear because of what's going on in the world right now. It's really powerful during these times to have practices that dissolve fear within us, that empower us and help us to be strong and grounded and elevated so that we can see beyond the fear, because fear can be very blinding as well. It can be very loud and it can steal our attention, or it can try to. So I'm going to tune in with the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to the subtle divine wisdom. I bow to the teacher within, connecting to the golden chain and all the teachers who came before us. So we're going to rub our hands together, generating that heat. We're going to press our hands into our heart. Take a deep breath in. And then we'll inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply through the nostrils. Apply mole bond, pulling up on the sphincter, sex organ, and navel, channeling the energy up the spine, focusing at your third eye, and release the breath and relax. Now we're going to do a Mangala Charan mantra, a mantra of protection. We're going to be imagining pillars of white light forming at each corner of our body as we chant this mantra. The mantra is Ad Gare Name, Jugad Gare Name, Sat Gare Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. And we'll chant that 3 times together. So inhaling. Ad Gare Name, Jugad Gare Name, Sat Gare Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Ad Gare Name, Jugad Gare Name, Sat Gare Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Ad Gare Name, Jugad Gare Name, Sat Gare Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Inhale deeply. Applying mole bond, pulling up on your first 3 chakras, sphincter, sex organ, navel, channeling the energy upward, focusing at the third eye, relaxing your breath and your posture. Beautiful. So the mantra is the Adi Shakti mantra. It is a bhakti mantra, which is a devotional mantra. So this is a mantra that invokes that feminine power, that creative feminine power, that strength, so that we can move forward in our lives without fear. The mantra is Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo Namo. Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Namo Namo. Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Namo Namo. Kundalini, Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo Namo. And so we'll be repeating that mantra together. And we're going to be repeating very simple arm movements. So I'm going to share with you now the celestial communication that I created for all of you. But you're also welcome to create one for yourself. So we're going to begin just learning it. And each movement goes with a different stanza of the meditation. So we're going to start with our hands in prayer pose. And they're very going to quickly just open up to Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo, Namo. The arms are just kind of snaking in and out of one another till the repetition of Namo, Namo. Then the arms are going to snake upward. Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Namo, Namo. Like you're praising the sun. Namo, Namo. Then our arms are going to stay up. The fingertips are going to touch overhead. Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Namo, Namo. Last stanza. Kundalini, Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo, Namo. And your hands are going into Gyan Mudra, allowing it to flower. Kind of reach into the mantra, allow it to flower. Reach into the mantra, allow it to flower. Beautiful. So when you're going to begin, you can start with your hands in prayer pose. And we're just going to be following the sound of my voice. So we'll take a deep inhale to begin. Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo Namo. Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Namo Namo. Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Namo Namo. Kundalini, Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo Namo. Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo Namo. Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Namo Namo. Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Namo Namo. Kundalini, Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo Namo. Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo Namo. Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Namo Namo. Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Namo Namo. Kundalini Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo Namo. Adeshakti, 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 Namo Namo. Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Namo Namo. Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Namo Namo. Kundalini Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo Namo. Adeshakti, 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 Namo Namo. Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Namo Namo. Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Namo Namo. Kundalini Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo Namo. Adeshakti, 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 Namo Namo. Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Namo Namo. Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Pritam Bhavati, Namo Namo. Kundalini Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo Namo. Namo Namo. Inhale deeply. Apply Moband, pulling up on the sphincter, sex organ, and navel. And release. Beautiful. So what you're doing, or what we're doing, when we are participating in a celestial communication or creating our own, is we have our body and we have our yogic body, our 10 bodies, which all of them are very subtle, except for, the physical one. And our subtle bodies, our energetic bodies are moving with the dance. Our cells are moving. And it's like you're creating this energetic grid around you of it, not just your intention and the mantra, but your movement. You have these energetic centers, powerhouses, our brains, our hearts, our gut, and your movements through the arms kind of take that energy and create a dynamic moving field of your intention with the celestial communication. So whether we're going Adeshakti, Adeshakti, or if we have different movements, Adeshakti, 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 you're moving energy and creating new pathways around you in your immediate space. It's a really, really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful practice. And like I said, you can use any meditation mantra or spiritual song, whatever connects you to your divine essence. So thank you for practicing with me. Now I'm going to offer you this chance to just rest and be in your own energy. If you're home, feel free to lie down, be cozy. If you are unable to lie down because you are not at home, feel free to just close your eyes or soften your focus and allow the waves of the gong to wash over you. Beautiful. Begin to wiggle your fingers. Begin to wiggle your toes. Keep your eyes closed if you can. If you're lying down, bring your knees into your chest and hug them and roll backwards and forwards till you come up to a sitting position. If you're sitting, put your hands over your eyes and open your eyes into your hands. And slowly bring your hands away from your face, giving your eyes time to adjust to the new light. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thank you for exploring this technology of Kundalini Yoga. It is a magical practice that I love, that has helped me grow a lot over the last 5 years. Growth that I'm eternally grateful for. And I want to take this time after meditation to just speak vulnerably and candidly with you. The Kundalini Yoga Community is kind of in an uproar right now. There's a lot going on with the book Premka wrote, the White Bird in a Gilded Cage. And I have yet to read the book. But over the last few weeks since the book has come out, I have been listening to my community. I've been listening to their questions, to their sadness, to their disillusionment, to their anger and disappointment. Over the investigations and the allegations against Yogi Bhajan. And I look forward to reading the book for myself. But I'm here to share my heart and my truth on the subject. You see, for me, this is not the first time a holy man has fallen in my life. I come from a devout Catholic background. I was born and raised into a devout Catholic family, and all that entitles, from daily mass and catechism to a trip to Rome for the closing of the holy doors. And during that time, growing up as a Catholic, my parents got involved with a Catholic cult, the Legionaries of Christ, and their lay group, Regnum Christi. And with my parents' involvement in that, I learned what it was like to be accepted into a group that believed a certain way, about a certain leader who held a certain man, Father Maciel of Cotija, Mexico. They held him up like a saint. And when it came out that he was a pedophile, that he was involved in money laundering, human trafficking, fathered illicit children, worlds crashed down. Schisms between friends and even families were created. There were people who were like, okay, we had our suspicions, we're out, and then you had people who were staunch in their beliefs and they were never going to betray that man and they were never going to leave him, and you could have been friends with someone for the better part of 7 years and now they won't even talk to you. And they won't even talk to you 15 years later. It causes a lot of hurt and separation, anxiety, and as a child, I was blessed. I could see the lies. But it doesn't hurt any less when those lies come out into the light. Because we don't want to be right about those kinds of things, those dark things. And so people within the group, they were given a choice to either stay or to go. And well, I was out. And my family got out. And there was a lot of pain in that time. We lost a lot of friends because a holy man fell. And with Premka's story, I believe her. As a fellow survivor of sexual violence and abuse and rape and manipulation, I hold so much love for her bravery coming forward with her book and speaking, because it took a lot of grit, it took a lot of grace, it took a lot of bravery to share her truth and what she's going through. So Yogi Bhajan has fallen from his ivory tower that people have put him on. I had my suspicions because of my previous experience in Regnum Christi and the Legionaries of Christ. But when these allegations were being brought up 5 years ago in my teacher training, and my lead teachers were brushing them aside. Like, don't listen to the propaganda, don't listen to these allegations against this holy man. I went, whoa, inside. Simply because no allegation should just be like, that's an impossibility. We ignore that. Just because it's dark and would shake the foundation of what we believe. Yogi Bhajan, Father Maciel, any holy man, and I use holy lightly, Any human who rises to great power runs the risk of corruption. And like all humans, their humanity and their mistakes are being shown. It is being shown that Yogi Bhajan is human, not a god. That these spiritual beings, as we all are equally human and make mistakes. And sometimes, because of our elevation in society, the mistakes that you make have even greater ramifications. I really feel that this mistake, this falling off the ivory tower, is one of Yogi Bhajan's greatest lessons to us. That abuse of power can happen to anyone. That the student-teacher relationship is sacred and precious and comes with a huge responsibility. And what happens when you abuse that responsibility? People get hurt. But like all humans, humans have teachers that came before them. Which brings me back to the practice. Kundalini Yoga itself is an art and science. Yogi Bhajan brought it to the West, and for that I am duly grateful. He had a teacher. Everyone who ever mastered anything in this lifetime had a teacher. And these technologies were given to him as he gave them to us. So these technologies are for us to use and reclaim because they work, because they are powerful. Because they are healing and they bring truth to light, no matter who uses them. I honor everyone's choice right now. Everyone's feelings, the grief, the pain, the confusion. Because we're all looking at what we've been given and reanalyzing what it means for ourselves, whether we choose to use the technology or not moving forward in our lives, whether we acknowledge where these technology comes from for us. If we can simply acknowledge that our teacher was human. Now I, unlike many, never met Yogi Bhajan in the flesh. He passed away in 2004. So me, in my 5-year journey, I've only connected to him in the subtle body, in the subtle realms. This technology feels mine. It is a part of my spiritual foundation, outside of my teachers. It is a tool in technology that I, for myself, like any other tool in technology, will continue to use, even if I had a bad teacher. And I use bad very, very loosely, and teacher loosely, because it could be any kind of teacher. A dance teacher, a woodworking teacher, in this case, a yoga teacher. But gurus fall all the time, and they fall to teach us. Yeah. Even in our divinity, we are here having a human experience. And in our humanity, we are constantly teaching others through our successes and our failures. I look forward to reading Kranika's book. I forgive Yogi Bhajan for his humanity. As a survivor of abuse, who's had to look at the face, even just within my mind's eye, of anyone who's brought trauma into my world, forgive them for myself. And all that's coming to mind right now is, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. And I believe that's because in our humanity, if we really understood the ramifications of our actions, we would be a lot more careful in what we say and do, especially towards one another. Because the ripple effect can be profoundly beautiful or profoundly devastating, depending on the nature of our actions. I hold space for every survivor of abuse, sexual violence, and trauma. And I invite all of you to reclaim all those parts of you that felt lost or broken or unheard or cast aside, or if you were not believed in sharing your truth. I believe you. This is a powerful transformational time. And there is a particularly strong power in the power of forgiveness, because it sets ourselves free. It sets our hearts free. so that we can move forward without the weight of the past. But there's a reckoning going on right now, especially for these leaders. And it's perfect. It's meant to be. Sat Nam is truth is my identity. When we say that, that means the truth is going to come to light. And results. Results are often harsh, but always fair, always true. How flexible can we be with ourselves in these times as we reevaluate what's going on in our hearts and our worlds around us? I have loving compassion for all of you, which is why I'm here sharing. I am here for all of you who are struggling in this time right now. The Guru is within. The teacher is always in here. So when outside leaders fall, turn back to your heart. You'd always knew the truth anyway. So thank you for hearing me, for spending some time with me. And I encourage you to reach out to one another, love one another, support one another, practice with one another. Reclaim these tools for you. So I love you. I thank you. And we're going to close out with the Long Time Sunshine song in a long Sat Nam. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Peace to all, love to all, light to all, healing to all, forgiving to all. Satnam. Thank you for practicing with me. Thank you for hearing me. I create these videos out of pure love and the desire to share a powerful and potent technology with the world. A technology that is transformative and healing. It makes life so magical, because it really does. I look to make more videos, share more of this technology with you, and share more messages and just healing light and love for the universe. This technology, as well as my readings, are here to empower and heal and bring love to the world, as well as creativity and freedom of expression. So thank you for being with me. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and share if you feel so called to make a love donation. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who's reached out in love and support of this blossoming channel and this home for magical beings everywhere. May divine love be with you, surround you, guide you, and uplift you every day in every way. Until I see you again, Satnam, be blessed, and I love you so, so much.